Hello, Cancer. This is Barta from Roosters Peacock, and I'm going to be doing your June 22nd through the 28th general intuitive reading. I hope everybody's doing well. And as the reading gets going, just take the pieces and parts and leave the rest. By the way, happy birthday. All right. Let's see. You know, Cancer's been making quite a few changes, and I also, if you haven't done it yet, you will be, but I think most of you have been. I'm seeing a line drawn in the sand. So you're being very more clear with your words. And I'm not saying that it's not a lack of, well, and actually it is a lack of words. It's not that you can't clarify and tell people exactly what you're thinking, but you've been more quiet. Well, I don't think that's going to be lasting if that's how you have been. Okay. Yep. Okay, so we have the Seven of Diamonds, abundance, consciousness, or letting go of money, fear of worry. Then we have, this one fell next, but we're going to read the next one, which there's, you know what, it does not surprise me. Last week, before I continue on, every zodiac sign was going through some kind of shift and change. We're constantly, as beings, going through shift and changes. But no, these are some major ones. In Cancer, you're definitely, if you have not, it shows me the 9 of spades with death or health problems or loss of job. It could be any of the above. And death card represents, you know, just like in the tarot card, it doesn't necessarily mean a literal death. It can represent a Scorpio person, but it also takes and represents an end. But to every end, there's a brand new beginning. And not for a second do I think that Cancer has not been working on their new beginnings. And I think it's about, for some reason, I'm hearing it's about to reveal itself. Now, how that's going to apply, I'm not sure yet. We've got the Six of Hearts, and the Six of Hearts, when I see cards that are face down, this is something you're not speaking about, or it's something that has not happened yet, or has not been, or you just don't know about it. I think you do know about it, and I think it's something that is moving through this week, okay? All right. Aha. That's exactly what it is. We got the Six of Hearts, love compromises, no change in relationships or karmic relationships. I think it's compromises. I really do. That's what I'm feeling for this one. So this week, do not be surprised. And I don't think it's I don't think it's a lack of necessarily speaking up. This is going to be compromises. I think there's actually words that are going to be spoken, and there is going to be clarity. And it's not necessarily, I don't feel it's something hidden per se, but I do feel it's clarity and truth. But love compromises stands out the biggest to me. And an end. For some of you, instantly what I get is it's an old way. And it's the old way of how it had been before. Oh, yep. I'll take it. Okay. Thank you. In there. Yep. Feels correct to me. I think it's an old way. I don't think those old ways were serving you or anybody else around you. And this is not about serving somebody else, but really clarity and truth, because it's definitely going to hit those of you who have just kind of, I'm not going to say you went along with it. Maybe you did to keep peace, but this is it, whatever the situation is about here. It does show me that there is some kind of end, and it is showing me, I do see the cups here. We've got the 9 of Cups. Now, I saw how they all fell, but I'm an intuitive reader, so I'm instantly drawn to the 9 of Cups. Now, before I get into this, there's two different things I'm seeing from this card. There's many meanings, but what I'm seeing from it, I'm actually seeing both sides of it. The 9 of Cups is also the wish card, a wish fulfilled, but hold on here. It can also be about arrogance. It could be also about somebody who's just, that's it, arrogance. I'm not saying it's you, where I'm not sure where this is going quite yet. All right. See how he's got his arms crossed? I think the message here is, what I'm getting from here is, yes, there's an old way, an end of its communication is a big part, huge part. I almost feel like this is definitely going to hit the Cancers who for quite a long time have just kind of gone with the flow, and maybe not everything. And it shows me the 4 of Wands here, which is a family type unit. All right. Working on family, home life. It could even involve your home. And yep. This is definitely more than just about you. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. There's other people involved here, family, friends, or lovers. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. And the 6 of Pentacles, it shows me the balance scales, and it's very freely giving. Okay. But the thing of it is I think, yes. Okay. That's it. I keep saying I think, which I don't always say that. I don't think you're going to be up, and I think you've spent a long time thinking this out, and I think you're really going to. I don't think it's necessarily showing people a different side of you. Maybe you are, but I really think it's about you're actually going to be putting it all out there, is what I get. And it's going to be more satisfying for you, whether you're in a coupling, family, friends, or lovers. However it applies, there's definitely other people around you. And this is almost like a speaking up. It really truly is. All right. Yep, we've got abundance. We've got an end. I think it's an old end of, I think it's an end of the old way of communicating to other people as well. A wish is fulfilled. It's almost like, because I kept wanting to hold back, and that's what I'm kind of getting is around some kind of subject, and it might have been multiple, but there's clarity and truth. There's going to be a judgment to speak a truth. Clarity and truth is going to be shown, and a way forward. And it may be like a double-edged sword, like the Ace of Wands, or excuse me, the Ace of Wands. All right, I'll keep that in my mind. The Ace of Swords here, because it is a double-edged sword, but you'll be wearing a different crown. In other words, people are going to see you in a different light. And I don't think it's a fear of speaking up. I think it's almost like a keeping of the peace. That's what it feels like to me. All right, so we've got love compromises. I think there's going to be some compromises here. Now, whether this is you or it's being in return after speaking up about something, I think it's speaking up. That's what it feels like to me. Because with the Six of Pentacles, there's a lot more meanings than just, what I kind of went over, which was not much. We've got the balance scales there. It could also involve a Libra, but I really think it's about balance. It's bringing balance into a situation. That's what I feel. With the Six of Pentacles, it's freely giving. And it's showing two people at the bottom here. But here's the thing on this is it's either about you speaking up, that you're, whatever it is, it's something. That's what I keep getting is I keep wanting to stop and be quiet. I don't think you're going to be quiet about this anymore. I really think that the truth will kind of set you free. That's kind of what it feels like to me. And what I mean by that, it's actually going to bring you closer or bring a resolve to a situation, because the truth will come out. And I don't necessarily think that you're hiding it. I do believe that it's one of those, it was kind of keeping the peace. That's what it was about, was just kind of keeping the peace for some reason, because we've got the Three of Swords. It shows me, and for instantly right there, it's almost like two's a party, three's a crowd. For some reason, I feel like saying that. Now, the card Three of Swords means many things, but this one here, this has caused a loss. It's almost like there's a wedge. I'm seeing a wheel, and somebody is throwing a stick into it to the wheel. And you know what happens when that happens, right? It just kind of messes up everything over and over and over. So some of you, the message is going to be literally, you won't be taking, and there won't be a third party that's sitting here in the middle of it, or it's going to be literally just kind of, I hear ultimatums. Whether it's family, friends, or lovers, however it applies to you, there could also be three people. And I keep getting three people. I know the Three of Swords means a lot more than that, but what I'm getting and I'm looking at is there's three people. That's what I get. It's kind of almost like if you have a situation where somebody keeps putting their nose into your business, and you can, family, friends, or lovers, there's confusion between two people. All right, that's kind of what I'm feeling here. I think you're going to alleviate that by speaking up, is what I feel, and a wish is going to be fulfilled. And see, I saw this two ways too, because I was also seeing some type of arrogant person as well. You may be dealing with an arrogant person as a third person. You know what I mean? I'm not saying not necessarily lovers, but however it applies to you, there is definitely, it's kind of like there's too many cooks in the kitchen, is what it feels like. There's two cooks in the kitchen, and one's over here and they're busy, and these two are over here. And then this one of them walks away and another one walks up, and this one's like, okay, no, that dish looks too good, so let's go ahead and throw a little, chaos into it. That's what it feels like. Or did you hear? Do beware of gossipers as well. That's what I'm getting. And then that person walks away, and the other one comes back and, well, why did you put the pepper in there? I already did that. Da 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 da. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? It's almost like there's somebody else on the outside that had been causing problems around the situation before. I really think that there's going to be clarity and truth about this, and I do believe that there's going to be a judgment. Because we've got the Judgment card right here, and this is a judgment not just about you. There's other people involved, especially there could be even children involved, but there is a judgment here, okay? Clarity and truth. This is a brand new beginning. This is a different way of doing stuff. It's a whole complete different, and there has been loss around. That's what I get. But something has come to a complete end here around a family situation of some kind. That's what I feel. I keep wanting to say family. So family, friends or lovers can also feel like family, but however it applies to you. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and pull a couple more clarifying cards. Cancer, let's see here. Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be, it's highlighting your home. That's what I'm getting. It's a big highlight around your home. It's like super highlighted. That's what I'm getting. We've got around this family situation. We've got stillness. So something, if there has been something that's kind of been, I'm not going to say up in arms, but has not been quite, it's kind of like choppy waters. Stillness is coming in. And this could even be, it doesn't have to be as major as a court case. Okay. Because I do see the justice here and I've got judgment here. And I'm seeing the justice every time I look at the scales he's holding. But balance is going to be brought back into a situation, whether it's you bringing the balance back in or a turn of events by clarity is going to be taking, and it's going to be taking, and it's just clarity. That's what I get. There's no more guessing. That's what I get. Yep. Stillness. All right. There'll be some, I'm seeing the word peace in my head, and I'm looking at the lake and stillness. And I've got the card over top of here. This is some kind of wish fulfilled. All right. It could also have to do with the past with somebody who's been very arrogant, or you may be having to deal with them. But I really feel that because there's two different meanings, I'm getting both of them. So however it applies to you, but this is a wish card. Wish is fulfilled. Abundance is coming. There is an end coming, or there has been an end that has been pretty dang blasted recent. And I'm going to tell you right now, this will all be unfolding this week. We've got love compromises, all right? No changes in relationships. So however it applies to you, I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be unfolding in this week. Matter of fact, you may, for some of you, it actually has to do with family, with the ancestors card. Some of you, the message around that is to release, all right? I don't see it being a real chaotic week for you whatsoever. I keep hearing that song. What is it? I definitely do not sing. You do not want to hear that. But I'm hearing a peaceful, easy feeling. I've got a peaceful, easy feeling. All right. So I think peace is definitely going to be making its vulnerability. This is going to be around love. Okay. So yeah, you know what? And again, anybody who's watched me, anytime, this is actually two decks I accidentally put together, but you see vulnerable here, and it was right behind it. And looky here, I'll take it. Karma or DNA. It has to do with a family situation or karma. Some of you may actually just be moving on from something, knowing that karma, what goes around comes around. But I really feel that, because karma has been highlighted, especially last week, but I really, really, truly feel that there will be a time this week that you're going to be feeling kind of vulnerable around a situation. And it may be about speaking up, but I think you're going to be communicating in a different way. And a judgment is going to be made, and clarity and truth is coming through. It's going to be, I don't think it's going to be like the easiest, cheesiest thing in the world, but it's like a double-edged sword. That's what I feel. But the thing of it is, if you do have a situation where there are more than just you and somebody else talking, and it's like there's always that someone on the outside, clarity and truth is going to be there. It's going to show itself. A judgment will be made off of the clarity and truth that's seen. Others of you, you're going to recognize exactly what's going on, and you're going to put a kibosh to it. Yep. It's kind of like, an example I used with cooks. But anyway, with the double vulnerability in the meadow here, that gives me double confirmation that during this week, especially, I'm seeing Wednesday in my head, there may be, it may feel like you may be feeling like it's like like you're vulnerable, excuse me. But I don't think that's going to last. I really don't. I think you're going to be taking and communicating just a little bit different way than, because usually, no need to rock the boat, but this one, however it applies, you will be taking, and there will be speaking up. And a wish is going to be fulfilled. It just may be a matter of just, did you say what you need? Are you not saying what you need? What's on your mind? You're going to. And when you do, it's actually going to go in a positive direction. Okay, Cancer, until next week, I will talk to you later. Bye for now.